Hey guys, hopefully you're not just jumping in fresh off the top because this is the episode after the most shocking episode of our entire show, season 2, episode something or other, 18 I think. Anyway, Yifrim's gone to Helvin, and it was a big deal. So if you don't want to get spoiled on that, please go back to at least the start of season 2, preferably all the way back to, well, I'm thinking about making the first like 10 or so episodes like prequel, because the show really gets going around 11 or 12. Basically when Steve joined the show, who plays Talon. Listen to this one if you like, enjoy it, but definitely go back and either start at the start of season 2 or episode 11 or 12, or all the way back to episode 1. It's great. Drew's in this one. I did want to jump in off the top here just to say that we've had a little bit of a personnel shake-up, dust-up, something here at the show. We were set to tape with a special guest. His name is Tristan Miller from a whole bunch of shows: Another Path, Blank History Month, Amateur Detective Club, and oh God, I'm sorry, Tristan. There's more. He's got a whole podcast network. But anyway, right before we were about to tape an episode, one of our people came and he got mad at me for something I said, and so we're still kind of working this out, trying to leave some space for him to think about stuff and everything. You guys won't it won't affect the show for like another 3 months of episodes maybe, so probably more like a year. Anyway, the point is, this thing is happening, so we're taking a little time to assess where we're going. Hopefully he'll come back and everything will be fine, but I just wanted to say that I love this guy. I think he's great, and I don't want to get into the specifics right now, because, sometimes when somebody's mad at you, they don't want you to talk about them. Needless to say, I just want everybody to know that I recognize that my words as he was there at the end of an episode were harsh, and there may have been a pattern of joking that was a little too harsh, and I didn't even notice I was doing it. So I'm gonna try to really be mindful and cognizant about being kind and loving and stuff, because I am in real life. Like, I don't know why when I start doing a character or something, like, I get all hostile. But so anyway, I'm gonna work on that, and when that episode comes along, I'll mention it then as well. But I just want to reiterate that I love all our players, all our guests. This show has been just the best thing in my life. I don't know if that's accurate. It's been a huge change. For the first time in my life, I really truly do have male friends that are respectful, and we have reciprocal relationships, and they treat me well. And so that's one reason why I wanted to do this, because this guy is so cool and so kind, and this has just been kind of out of left field, and everybody that's involved in this show means so much to me, and that includes you, the listener. We're talking about maybe putting a Patreon together. We've had a whole bunch of new downloads, so if you guys decide that you want to take part in making the show better, let us know. We have a Facebook group. It's called True Heroes of Shattered Worlds RPG. Please join it and let us know maybe at what level you'd be interested in supporting us. The email is shatteredworldspod@gmail.com. You can anonymously just be like, hey, I could kick you $1 a month. If I get enough of those, I'll set up a Patreon, and yeah, we've got all kinds of creative people, and we could put out more stuff for the patrons. So let us know if that's something you'd be into. With all that rambling, weird, vague booking aside, this episode is pretty cool, and I think you're going to love it. All right. Bye.
Let's see if Steve's audio is coming through. Steve! Ooh, a little bit of Steve.
There is actually something I wanted to say to everyone
Little
before
bit.
we got started.
I'm going to have to turn Steve up.
I guess I need to apologize for being a psychopath.
Don't do it yet. We're taking a
apologize.
quick detour side quest style.
Right now, we like you as a psychopath, so keep that rolling, okay, bud?
It hasn't happened yet.
If I thought that killing Yifrim would pose such psychological...
Steve, stop apologizing.
Okay.
It's the coolest thing that's ever happened in any game that I've ever played.
Okay.
You're one of my favorite players.
It was horrifying. I'm still upset
happened?
about it. But it's like a horror movie. That's
Horrifying.
Like really good, right?
Apparently last session, Steve did something wacky.
Dude, listener, hold on. Hold on to your butts, as they say.
I think the visual of it would have been awesome, though.
That's Stephen Matthews playing Talon the Mistral, a dreamer and mind killer.
AKA Neckbreaker.
Is that going to be what you call him from here on out?
Just for that moment, I was.
We also have Anthony Blair Borders playing Rael as Galeon, or is it Esgalon?
Either one works.
Okay.
Depends on your...
The Lunari pronunciation is Esgaleon. Zentridi, their lips work differently or something. I don't know.
The extra tongue.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that their lips work expertly because of cybernetic enhancements and whatnot. I don't know. That's gross. They can send light through their cells. So maybe they could...
Jok'Tot's into it.
Oh, their boner could glow as it comes in and out. Oh, think of the possibilities, guys.
It's like a strobe light.
So Rael is tell the people what Rael is.
Somebody call him a terrorist. He's a freedom fighter, saboteur,
Suspected murderer.
suspected murderer. He's been framed most recently for assassinating a union leader and has gone underground and is working with an underground resistance to, I don't know, try to fix stuff. Because that's what I do.
But you're not playing Rael tonight. You're playing the White Spider.
White Spider.
White Spider. Karin, Zoe, Lee, tell us about your character, Karin.
Her name is Hlina Antimony. She is a Lunari magic user, and her background isn't really supposed to be known by the rest of you, what she does and who she works for.
Who haven't I mentioned? Drew?
Yeah.
We haven't. Well, we have a guest tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. We're building
His
up.
name is Brock Terrano.
Gotcha.
But we should at least remind the people who you are, Mr. Drew Buck.
Hello. I am playing Jok'Tot, Rustling Leaves Gibson, Lunari Rogue, specializing in the Bounty Hunter subclass. I do some spooky shit on the side with a little bit of magic I don't really know how to use. Bang.
Oh, shit. That was scary.
I know. So is Jok'Tot.
And that brings us to me. I'm Jeff, your lore master. Okay, let's get started. No. Brock Terrano, welcome to the
I'm still here.
show.
Thank you.
Tell us all about this character that you're playing tonight.
Yeah, so his name is Terrana Vrock, and he is clearly a saint and a family man. No, he's a Lunari rogue entropic killer. What else do you want me to say about him?
That's probably good.
Okay.
I'll describe you, or you can describe you as
Perfect.
we
Okay,
go.
perfect.
I don't know if I told you what you wear, but it's pretty sweet.
No, you haven't actually.
When last we saw Hlina, she had just come to the end of a very dangerous battle with the treacherous, lecherous, indecipherably awesome King Hungadirk. Got away. And Hlina was like, this sucks. She ran down a little ramp, found, what's his name? RB867, also known as Rebart, the giant metal man. And she's standing next to him as they come rising up out of the earth in this giant battle mech with like big giant claws and a huge fish head comes out of the earth. So a lot of cool stuff happened. Hungadirk got away. Hlina's just standing there like, boy, did I choose the wrong place to end up. And suddenly...
Flashback.
Hlina, you lock eyes with Jok'Tot, and then it's like a snap goes, and your mind goes whoosh, and drifts off, and there's like a minute maybe to like figure out what's happening. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
We
Need a
need,
D10.
we need dice.
Yeah, where am I? Oh, they're right behind you, Brock, in that bag. Throw them out. Throw me a couple 10s or 20s. Drew's got some.
I'm just
And then D6s, just throw them everywhere. Listener, all we use is D10s and D6s. 10s are usually for all the skill rolls and defense, and then the dice are for like assessing damage and other effects.
okay. What am I rolling?
Brock, if at any point you get confused, ask a question.
I'm confused about the dice right now.
Cool. So there's 10s and 6s.
Okay.
This is what you're usually rolling.
Okay.
The 6s is just a regular die.
It would be like a 10. Even if it says 90, just count as a 9. If it's double zero, it's
Here,
a 10.
just take that.
You're not going to need the D8.
No need to confuse the new guy.
Oh,
There.
is that
There's a
this
few
one?
of them.
Just 10s
No, that's a
and
D6.
6s.
How many sides does that
I
have?
love this shit. Steve,
How many
what are you
sides does
doing?
it have?
Okay.
Put a D in front of it.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got it.
Steve, what are you
God,
doing?
noobs,
We
man.
need to get rid of the jargon.
I've never played.
I've never
Game
played
like that.
before.
I'm trying to
I
learn.
can't count the sides of a
I
cube.
have 5 6s and a 10.
Wait, you rolled 5 times?
No, I didn't know I was rolling. I'm sorry. No.
No, you're not supposed to. You said I had 5 6s and a 10. Oh, he was talking about his last dating opportunities.
Liar.
The scale goes up to 100, though.
Right?
Okay,
Oh, burn.
I'm sorry, I totally missed the joke. Do you guys want to explain it to me?
On a scale, normally we think of physical attractiveness is on a scale of 10.
Uh-huh.
But then we come in out of left field with on a scale of 100 though. Ooh.
Boy.
Boing. Hlina, roll a d10. That's your perception check. It's going to be a spirit sense.
I got a 9.
You got a 9. Add your shadow to it.
Okay. Plus 7 is 16.
Spirit sense. Do you have any ranks in spirit sense? I don't know if we ever added them. You might have skill points that we never allocated. I don't know.
There are some, but
Let's just call it
light
plus 2.
stat,
Keep things
spirit
moving.
sight.
Oh, you have spirit sight as
Mhm.
well. So that's
Yeah.
where you get to like send your consciousness to find other consciousnesses. It's how Sam Dean and Talon found McGargle and saved his life. Yeah, it turns out, Hlina, that you guys, Anthony remembers, you guys came across this Gilmorian priest who, like, just hated Hungadirk and, like, wanted to take him down to Chinatown. And after this crazy battle, he jumped in the water after his brother, who was escaping. And Rael and Zillisam jumped in the water like two, like, elegant dolphins. And they came up, like, empty-handed because the battle was over. Like, it was so fast. And then this terrible, sad thing happened. Hlina knows that something terrible just happened, but she doesn't. All you get is like one quick glimpse of like coming up out of the earth and seeing down over the lip towards the causeway that the heroes were on, and you see Yifrim lying there, totally motionless, without spirit, gone. And you see Talon like floating nearby, with his fingers in like almost like a stressed out kind of contorted claw shape,
Like the Vader choke.
and everybody arrayed around him looking up at him in horror. and he's like wet because he was in the water.
Jok'Tot was puking. Just want to clarify.
Jok'Tot's vomiting. So anyway, you get this quick like shutter glimpse of this, and all of a sudden, you're outside in front of this great cafe, this place you really like that's like kind of expensive, so you don't go that often. It's on the asteroid. You're like a forensic pathologist. You work in the morgue. You're like, and then you get to go out on your own missions or whatever. Like you write your ticket. You're outside on the bistro, kind of like, what's that patio? The part outside? Yes. Open air. And you can see this like amazingly gorgeous, like if you were in the inside of a die 20, but it was like 100-sided die made out of like bluish, goldish, fake clouds floating around it. The apex of it is like hundreds of feet away, and it just goes up all around you to like the top is the asteroid bedrock, and below you is like the beautifully appointed floors all throughout this part of the asteroid. A big balcony with like garden shit hanging over the side, and this spaceship goes through the blue and lands on this floating platform that comes under it, and then it comes forward, and this tube like unfurls and comes down and hits the ground like 20 feet away from the edge of the patio that you're in, and people start coming out of it, and you're on a sort of quasi date with a coworker. He's like a front duty sergeant, front desk or whatever, and you're like, holy shit, that's Jok'Tot Gibson. You sort of know each other, and like you have a weird kind of connection, and he was a cop for years, and now he's a private detective. His brother was killed in weird, mysterious circumstances. Weird, mysterious circumstances that you have conflicted feelings about. All of a sudden, you realize like that you're actually roll a shadow check. This is like a save versus spell kind of thing. 6 plus your shadow of 7? 13. 12. You're kind of odd, and you're like, you know this is not quite right, but it's like close enough to your exact memory of the time, but it's not quite. But you don't feel like it's engineered by someone like a Mistral-like talent.
It's manipulated my thoughts.
It feels real, but like not right, if that makes any sense. You are a practitioner of light magic, so you know of its opposite. So it's like it attracts you. It's like two poles like meeting or whatever. Or is it the plus and the minus meeting? Whatever it is. Two magnets of the proper polarity.
I think the next metaphor you would be using in that line of logic is the yin and the yang, perhaps.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, that's a better one.
Okay.
All right, anyway.
So, Hlina, you see this and you're like, oh, fuck, that is Jok'Tot Gibson. Jok'Tot.
Yes.
You just got off the starship. The Perihelion. It was a very nice ship, but it like wasn't first class all the way because, you know, you work for yourself, so you got to kind of...
Yeah.
Not that important.
I got to make ends meet. And if getting a cheaper ride means I can save some credits, then I'll take the Perihelion just fine.
So in this situation, it's almost like you're a tourist because you've never been here before, and Terry's. You don't know how long you'll be here. It's kind of a combination of a rough and tumble casino outpost, industrial colony, and resort town for the uber rich. So like all of that's available to you. And so you're like, I'm probably going to be able to find good places to eat. If I want any weird vices catered to, got that covered. And adventure and mystery. So you got to find this guy, this...
Hanesh Fagiru, if I remember correct.
Fagiru. You're just strutting. You got your little carry-on bag. You want to get to that hotel room as quickly as possible. Call your girlfriend. Maybe watch a movie and hit the hay.
Yep.
Like a responsible old man.
It's been a long flight.
Roll a perception check.
Bam.
Also a spirit sense if you have it.
16. Very nice.
And Sam Dean gets one.
I will give it to Sam.
So roll one for Sam Dean.
Okay.
He's playing 2 characters today.
That is an 8, and we're going to add Spirit Sense to it. So that's 2 plus the light, so 20?
Actually,
Oh, no,
all
that's-
Spirit Sense is shadow-based.
Shadow Base, my mistake. I apologize. Hold on. 8 plus 2. Okay, no, 20, excuse me. The last
Very
roll was
nice.
18. This one is 20. The last one, had I been using that stat, would have been 18. I apologize. I'm not fibbing.
You feel your brother like floating next to you, and you're like, God damn it, he won't leave me alone. I'm on an asteroid 1 billion light years away or whatever.
I look over my shoulder into everyone's perception. I'm just talking to a nobody there. And I go, what?
He's wearing a giant bunny suit. It's pretty annoying.
Is it a horrifying bunny suit?
No, just like
or a
Harvey, that movie with Jimmy Stewart.
Okay. Okay.
Not a Gilbert Grape. Wait, what's that movie? Donnie Darko.
Oh,
The other alliteration.
Not a Darko bunny.
What's eating Donnie Darko? Now, let's make that movie.
Yes.
Let's.
Donnie Darko is eating himself.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
Do you want to contest his sensing of you, Karin? Because Hlina is very guarded. She's always got her guard up. So if you sense somebody coming in, like...
Yeah, but he's 20 feet away, right?
Yeah, he's like 20 feet away.
Is there really a lot I can do?
I mean, you can just shut off your ability to be scried by him. But all he's thinking about is the hotel room, just, getting there.
Yeah.
This is all coming through
long
to you.
flight.
Can I, blink behind a wall or something?
No, you just do Professor X stuff. Just
Nobody knows you know how to do that
Nobody knows.
in
me.
polite society. This isn't the kind of society where
I thought I was with colleagues. Okay.
you're out in the middle of public, right? And so you're with this guy, but it's kind
It
of
would be considered
quasi-date.
loud, perhaps in the terms of magic. Just a little. Hey, oof, what happened?
Like you're supposedly just a new police recruit.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, we'll go with your idea.
You can totally do it because weird things happen in this universe. So
I'm not gonna. I didn't realize nobody knew it that well.
also, and here's a little secret for y'all at home. My players aren't listening.
I'm listening.
I'm
Here's
listening.
a little
I'm not.
secret. No, this is just for Karin and the listener. You can change history,
Oh, crap.
which you don't realize until right after that happened. Remember how I told you like it felt like here, but it wasn't here,
Yeah.
and it was weird? It's because you're back in time. You appear over by the dumpster behind the building, and there's a guy, like a low man on the totem pole in the coffee bar area, and he's like throwing out a bucket full of ice and this gross liquid, and he looks over and he's like, "Huh?" And so that happened. Jok'Tot, what did you roll it? Oh, Sam Dean's like, "Hey, look over there."
Looks.
Okay, you see
Wait, you can control time.
the barest profile of a beautiful blonde.
So you can change this. Make it
In
where
like-
it didn't
in like-
lie. So I can-
Is
Sort
she
of after professional hours kind of chill garb.
Is she like silhouette and it's too bright behind her at first, and then it slowly registers?
No, the other way.
Oh, the other way.
It's like as you look up, she's disappearing.
Oh.
And you're like, did I just hallucinate or was that Hlina into money?
Okay. Goodness.
Weird.
A little odd. I'm gonna smirk to myself, and I look around and I smirk to myself, possibly knowingly, and I'm actually going to move about my business, but send her an email with the last contact information I had. Who knows if it's a dead end? I don't care. And just go, good to
There's
see
no
ya."
way. There's no way it would be her. There's lots of beautiful blondes out there who can disappear.
I don't know about that last bit. I don't know about that last
Went
bit.
on a weird long flight. You took some Dramamine.
I could,
or whatever.
who knows? But
Sam Dean's like, wake the fuck up, idiot.
Okay.
We're in your memories.
what?
Yeah, we've been doing this. We're doing it again.
It's almost
Remember
like I forget
before we went through all
it
those
was
weird
wild.
tunnels?
It
We
was
fought those guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're here now.
Again. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She saw you. That's why she disappeared. This didn't happen before.
We gotta unpack. We gotta find her. Jok'Tot barks out loud. That you?
Jok'Tot just doesn't care. He's like, whatever. I'm that weird, loud American.
Yep. Hey, nope. Okay, sorry. Gotta go. Never mind.
So you go from talking to your taller, older bunny to no one.
Yeah.
Across the room.
Hey! Hey, yo, baby!
Just catcalling the world.
Yeah. Like pointing into empty space.
All right, Karin.
Where'd you go?
What would Hlina think of that?
Can he still see me?
I can't see it.
No, you went around the corner.
No, then why do I have to do anything to acknowledge it?
Exactly.
You're just chilling. Hlina is on a top secret mission that nobody can know about, but it has to be so chill, you're doing it during the day, right? So you're cutting through the park with some very sensitive information in a briefcase, and you're just passing it on. And in that process, that person is going to somehow tell you what your next job is. Jok'Tot's up on top of the overpass, grassy construction materials zone with like a fence. And he goes around between two hedges. Roll initiative.
I've been here before.
Both of you.
Goodness, that is plus my... Oh, goodness. I had this written down. I had a cheat sheet written down for what everything is. But I rolled an 8.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember what you did?
I made a lot of noise last time.
You did that thaumaturgy shit, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Do it again. Let's see
Okay,
what
cool.
happens.
All right.
Maybe time changes.
Who knows what happens next?
Roll that d10, dude.
Okay. I'm going to add an 8. That's an 8
This is
plus
your wind.
wind, which is a 9. So that's a 17.
17. Do you have combat awareness? I don't think
I
you
do, actually. It's a plus 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Shit. Plus 3 is right. So that's a 9 plus your 8, 17 plus 3. That's 20 plus 2 for having the skill, 22. You're like, whereas before it was jacked up. It was like a cow mood across the park.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Lightning,
weird
crackle,
fart smell
big
came out of the
boom.
sky. Yeah. It was just some weird things happened.
Lights dimmed in
Hlina,
various areas.
Do you have occult knowledge or arcane knowledge?
Yeah, I got arcane knowledge and 2
Roll-
points.
Roll a d10 on that. And do you have any powers that could help you detect that somebody's doing magic in your direction?
I've got... No, not really. I got investigation, perception,
7 black bunnies just roam through the
divination,
area.
precognition, and spirit sight. That's it.
Precognition and divination just happen for you. I'm going to roll. So as you're coming into the park, you're like, I feel like I've been here before. And then you're like, that's a weird thing to feel when I'm doing this incredibly sensitive, dangerous operation and neither of us can be seen talking to one another because we're agents in this secret conspiracy. And that's weird. And then you feel a sense, some thought, like trying to access you or affect you in some magical way. And like a crow goes nuts, like a pipe bursts somewhere, like a bus honks and then backs up and hits something, like just bunch of weird stuff. There's a weird smell in the air, like clove cigarettes. And the guy in front of you, like, clutches his gut like he has a hernia all of a sudden or whatever. And then he coughs and, like, tiny little spiders come flying out and then disappear before hitting the ground. And you don't even think he notices because he looks freaked out. He's like a tall, boxy... Yafridi gentleman, and he looks like a businessman. He's got shades on, he's got a gray suit, a messenger bag, and he swaps it with, or like you're going to swap. He's down in the darkness under the tunnel, and you're headed towards him. You got a pistol, you got magic. You're ready to ice him if you have to. And you're like, I feel like somebody's watching me, and all this weird shit just happened. Roll a spirit sense check. Are you trying to disguise your... Oh, you're not a psychic. You can't do that.
1.
Oh! Okay.
Today I can.
You have action points. Would you like to use one to re-roll?
Yeah. I've got
Okay.
1 action point left.
Nice. Use it. Oh, actually, this is back in time, so this will be... You'll have 2. So 4 plus your shadow...
7. That would be 11.
11. And your spirit sense is 13, 15. Good enough. You know it's Jok'Tot, and you know basically where it's coming from. And you look up, and you zone in on the place that would be the most strategic to see you all the way down into the tunnel. And you hit the left, and he's not there. You hit the right. There he is between 2 hedges going... like with his fingers, like he's a child wizard.
Real smooth.
Like he's playing with a dreidel or those strings that you put between your fingers. I don't know. And he like goes stiff and freezes. And yeah. Steve, all of a sudden you realize you're back with Jok'Tot and Samdean again. And you're standing to the right of him. He's between 2 hedges, and you can't quite see what he's looking at, but you can tell the telltale signs that he's just been spotted by the mark. Roll a spirit sense check.
Am I actually there or am I astrally there?
You're astrally there.
Okay. That is a 5.
You realize it's Hlina Antimony, and that scares you because she hasn't been in one of these yet. And she's smart enough to know that maybe she could change things. Because you're starting to think maybe that's possible. Like, you're not sure if these are memories or, like, time travel events. But you're just floating around astrally having a good old time, so.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, she's there. So you detect... She's probably down there behind the hedge. You kind of pop your head around. You're like, oh, yeah, there she is. Karn, roll a spirit sense check.
6.
Good enough. Talon, would you want her to be able to see you, or would you be shielding yourself?
No, I'll let her see me.
Holy shit. Karn,
What'd he say?
it's Talon. The guy that just murdered you from Silvertongue.
Wish I could hear him. Good to see you, Talon.
Oh, somebody
Oh,
hand me
yeah.
some headphones, would you?
Oh, yeah, he says.
I bet he does. Can you
Hey,
get me up
Drew,
around the
do me
corner
a favor.
there?
Yeah.
Since Brock can't hear Steve, just poke him if you think he should say something funny.
Okay.
Just kind of kick him or poke him or something.
Kick me, I kick back.
Noted.
I got headphones. What's up, jerk?
Oh, hey. Hanging out with Jok'Tot again, apparently.
Mistake number 1.
I don't think it was on purpose.
So this guy Talon, you can't get away from him. The king put you in his squad, like separated you from everyone else. You had to suppress his attempts to probe you earlier in the day because you had a secret you needed to tell Jok'Tot and Zillisam. And so you've just been annoyed ever since because it's like you're already keeping your mega secrets. And then now you have a new one, which is like Hungadurk wants you to help him ice the brothers. And so you're just kind of annoyed. You're sick of him. Yeah, you just defeated Hungadurk. And like the problem has been solved more or less. But he's such a dick, dude. Like you guys could have got money for Yifrim. Now you're going to get nothing. And the resistance might be mad at you. The mob might be mad at you. The Yafridi royal family guy that's his dad is going to be pretty upset. So you got to navigate all those waters now, thanks to this asshole who is currently floating next to Jok'Tot Gibson. And you realize, oh, this is some kind of memory. And then you're like, it comes back to you quickly that you just went from one memory to the next.
Dreams keep getting deeper.
Yeah. She just said, hi, Talon. You guys want to conversate anymore?
No.
It appears she doesn't want to talk to you, Steve.
I mean, I'll talk, but I don't have anything to say.
Yeah?
You lost your temper.
Yeah, it tends to happen when people kill my own race.
I get that, but there were advantages to having him alive.
Well,
This is like Game of Thrones.
he was a
like
dick.
Yeah, I didn't really think he should be alive either, but I wanted to make money, didn't you?
He did not think about it, man. He was just all instinct. Just like, this has to
Hey,
happen.
I made money.
I mean, unless you were like planning that for a long time.
My only job here was to protect the Brothers of Light.
Were you planning to kill him ever since you found out he killed Dr. Ondasa?
Yeah, I thought I downloaded his brain to everyone.
Yeah, but you're still not supposed to kill prisoners. Dr. Ondasa tried to save his soul and like hold him in, and then Talon was like, "Oh, I better do that too." And like, but Talon or Yifrim broke their ranks and went to Hell Heaven, also known as Helvin.
Helvin, yes.
Elvin.
I like it.
So anyway, here comes Talon, and you're like, "What is he doing? Like, is he fucking with my memories? Like, why is Jok'Tot here? There's no significance. Like, so what? You guys saw each other in the park, and then you hung out after that. But you're still plagued with this, like, panic. Like, I gotta make this switch with this guy who just dropped a bunch of spiders out of his mouth.
Like a briefcase exchange.
Yeah, so you kind of want to make sure you do it right, even though it may have already happened and not matter. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't the other guy like run off last time?
He's just coming towards her
Yeah.
and like spitting out these things. Karn, you sense some hesitation from the man. And he starts to turn and like shuffle, like he can't decide whether to go forward or backward. And you see the like blinding shock of like the bottom of his like shined up pistol catching some of the reflected light down here in the tunnel as he comes out of the shadow.
Can I find out his intentions over like the next 5 or 10 seconds?
Whose intentions?
The guy with the briefcase.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's super easy. Just don't roll a 1. Roll a d10.
7.
So this guy, he doesn't like doing these kind of jobs, like being that close to a hired killer, like. But you know, guy's got to eat. So he just drops his briefcase. He doesn't even bother getting yours, and he just turns around and heads back into the tunnel. And you saw the bottom of his pistol.
He didn't take one from me?
No, he
So-
doesn't even want to make the contact. He just dropped his shit.
It's not his job to take. Okay.
I mean, he's not doing his job. Like, you can make sure it gets to him or convince him to stick around. I don't know what you would do in that situation.
You said he already took off, right?
Well, he's like 20 feet away from you.
Do I know what this is for?
It's basically your orders, your next job, and payment for this job.
Yeah, I gotta call him back. Aren't you supposed to take this?
Are you going to, like, be persuasive, or are you just saying that?
I have 3 points in persuade.
Okay,
if
roll,
I really need
roll
to.
a d10.
8.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he kind of stops and he looks back at you, and there's like fear in his eyes, and he's like got his hand ready to go, and he's like puts one hand up, like the other one's close to where his gun is, and he's like turns his fingers around and is like just kind of gestures like throw it here.
What's in it? It's not like a glass vial of like.
No, it's just some
I'll
documents and
throw
some
it to
sealed
him. It's
packages.
fine.
So
He doesn't want to get close to me. That's fine.
you chuck it, and it kind of hits halfway through you and then spins like on its side. And he grabs it and steps back up, and he's like,
Get that where it needs to go.
he locks eyes with you, and he just turns and splits. Hlina is following Jok'Tot to his first stop on his arrival at the asteroid. Hlina, you followed him maybe a good 5-10 minutes walk. He went into it's like this giant tube, but it's like a corkscrew-shaped train track that takes the trains up and down. It's almost like a double helix or whatever. But anyway, he goes 5 minutes to that, takes the foot tram down, and then out, and you go past like Frogtown on the right, which is where the Gilmorians have their
That sounds
shitty
racist.
shops and markets. Super racist.
Well, the French are white too, so who cares?
And then to the left is all the casino madness, and the police station is like right there at the edge of the casino area and Frogtown. It's called Lake Level PD. He walks in. Hlina, how long do you wait? You're basically trying to find out what his intentions are and if he's here looking for you or going to fuck up your mission, which is top secret.
Well, this is imperative. I can wait as long as I need to until
Nice.
I get caught
Okay.
or seen or compromised
Yeah.
in the other way.
Yes, Steve.
I will, if I haven't already, form an astral body and float up in front of him and be like, "You want me to follow him?"
Oh, shit. Here's fucking Talon again. You were, like, in this weird, like, nice, happy pillow area where you got to, like, sip a cappuccino and, like, read some Voltaire, and boom, back in the real world. Or is it? And this goddamn Mistral is right in front of you saying, "You need me to do anything? I will do it."
Why are you trying to help me?
I'm bored.
Just then,
Good reason not.
a slightly younger Jok'Tot Gibson comes out of the front door of the police station, and he kind of like does the "Hey, how you doing?" finger gun.
Always
chat
with
to
the
a
finger
lady.
guns.
There's a lady cop going in as you're going out, and she seems slightly interested. But you know, you're a one-woman man, and then you like whistle for a smart car that like comes up to the curb, and there's no driver, and the door opens up DeLorean style, and you're fixing to pop in.
Hello, Mr. Gibson.
Hlina, roll spirit sense check. There's a lot of those in this game.
3,
3 plus your shadow of 7,
10.
and then you have 2 or 3 ranks in it
For what?
for spirit sense. I said 2. That's right.
Precog.
Just write that down, spirit sense. And anytime you want to use precognition or any of your other powers, let me know.
Precog is more of your deal, wouldn't it be? Because that's seeing the future.
Well, she can kind of actively turn it on. If I think it's necessary, I'll send her some messages. But
Oh, okay.
but it's kind of like more powerful if you're kind of scanning like a radar. What'd you roll? You rolled.
I rolled a 3, shadows 7, spirit sense 2.
Okay. So you see them after it's too late.
Who?
It's this tiny man in like, you swear he's got like an entirely dark green, a few different shades of very, very dark green like outfit. He might even be wearing tights under his pants. He has a cloak randomly, gloves, boots, and a black mask that's like straight out of Party City, you know, fucking basic dollar store black mask. Do you have any occult knowledge or...
I only have arcane knowledge.
I feel like... Oh, Underworld. Roll your Underworld check.
1.
Oh, boy. So you don't know who he is, but he looks scary. He's got a beard. He's got these goggles. And something seems really ominous about him. Real vile. Brock.
Yes.
Been sitting there patiently. You're Terrana Vrock.
Yes.
Am I picking up any of this, Jeff?
What do I do?
Yes, absolutely. I just want to get Brock in here.
All right.
Okay.
You're the Razor Blade Killer, although you prefer to be called Mysteria. And you've been sent on a little solo recon.
All right.
You've been
I
sent
can
on a
hear
little
now.
solo recon to find Jok'Tot and Hlina and find out why they're here.
Okay.
Because they're both considered dangerous persons
Okay.
by your employer. Well, actually, your special order, the Order of the Zenith. And so you're using your fade power and all that, and you're just like, whoosh, nobody's paying attention to you.
Yeah.
You got your whole adventuring outfit on. And,
Still skin.
and you see Jok'Tot like flirting with a lady, and then he breaks off from her and is heading for this car, and you're tucked away in the shadows, like right there. And you're just supposed to watch him, just follow him.
Okay.
But you can do more. I mean, you're crazy. You can do whatever you like. So you just watching?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Do you have spirit sense?
Anything says
It'd be a
SS.
perception skill. I think I have it on the top right there. Perception.
I have perception.
He has detect magic and detect
Yeah.
lie, but not spirit sense.
Oh, okay. So you're not even able to you know that he has some kind of psychic thing
but I don't
going
know
on,
what.
but you don't know the specifics. You are pretty sure you've been briefed that she does have some kind of psychic power.
Do I know what?
No.
Okay.
But you've had run-ins with this guy before. You've been
Okay.
watching him
Ooh.
for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I spot the motherfucker? No offense.
No. Not taking.
Roll a
I'll kill you
spirit
later.
sense check.
Which I have, and I'm going to add a 2 to it. And so, adding a 2 to
Why
what
are
I
you
rolled.
adding it to?
Because I have spirit sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that comes to a 10. What else can I add to it?
Shadow?
Which is going to be an 8. So 18 overall.
What does that mean for me?
I'm going to say roll a shadow check, but you're going to get a huge bonus because you're protected by a spell.
Is that the D10?
D10.
Yeah.
5.
5. And then you had your shadow.
Shadow, so 5 plus 8
Okay.
is whatever.
You just beat him,
Yeah.
dude. You just beat him. Sorry, Sam Dean and you both notice. Holy shit. I think I know who that is.
Have I shot bullets at him before as well?
No, but your brother has come into contact with this, before he died, came into contact with this, like, cabal of witches. Like, but bad ones, like dangerous ones. And he never was able to find their name. Jok'Tot, if you remember, these are those dangerous witches. He's one of them. They call him the Razor Blade Killer.
First of all, they prefer the term warlock.
Is that right?
No,
Hold on a minute. I found out about this stuff well before you, Jok'Tot.
Okay, I apologize.
Don't bullshit me.
I'm sorry.
I'm your older brother. Wait, am I your younger brother? I'm definitely your older brother.
You're definitely.
Sounds like genuine
My memory's been getting weird lately.
Oh yeah, you guys are both like in your late 50s or mid to late 50s.
Something like this. My goodness. Okay, so Sam Dean's got some scoop on him. What is it? So generally, what's the history on this guy, and what's his MO?
The Razor Blade Killer strikes anywhere at any time, inside the house, in the street, on a boat.
With a goat on a
They don't know who he is. They know he wears dark green, blends into the shadows. He can move in incredible ways. Like he can go top to bottom, left to right, in and out, easy as you please. It's almost like there's 6 of him, but there's only one victim.
Has there been much?
Usually slit across the throat, robbed of all their valuables, and until very recently, unmutilated.
Until very recently.
Very recently.
Do I know any details about what that was?
Last you heard,
Did he get sloppy?
you were trying to find out who that guy was, the general that killed your brother, the fire monster guy.
I do remember he showed up and 2 of his friends.
Yeah, just burned your brother alive, and you came across all this information about this Terrana Vrock. So he prefers to be called Mysteria. Some call him a witch, some call him a warlock.
Thank you.
He may have killed. Like, there's a lot of murders on Calestria and the area around it. Like, sometimes as many as 75 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for a pretty big city, but still, like, that's a lot of. And there may be more because people come in and out of the city without even being signed in.
Mm-hmm.
Underworld, government ops, whatever. And it could be as many as 100
Mm-hmm.
kids, women,
Ooh,
the elderly.
whatever.
But lately, there's been a string of them closer in like concentric circles towards the spaceport. And then here he is again, one of the three that you know of.
Mm-hmm.
Mysteria.
Okay. I want Sam Dean to follow him. And that's just what's going to be happening. So
I can do that.
I communicate.
That's a good idea,
Oh yeah, I know.
Jok'Tot.
I have the best kinds. So I communicate
I don't like
that.
this.
So that's going to happen. And
Listen, I only have one small quibble.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way you can go with me? Because we don't know exactly how this is going to go. Because this didn't happen before.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, if at any point in time I can't get sight on, if anything, you can stay on him. That's all I'm asking. Is basically make certain you are shadowing.
So I'm going to be like your drone.
Yes, but also let's see what this guy does, where he goes, what's his deal, and
Okay, let's go around the block to kind of draw
Create
him
some
out,
space.
see if he's following us.
yeah.
If not, we intercept him from around the corner because I could see through. I can go through the building. Or
Yeah, incorporeal helps being, all that.
It's a fun
nonsense.
word. Incorporeal.
Yeah,
I
it's
like that.
it's one of my favorites.
It's a good word.
Or in your, it is. Incorporeality is what helps.
Now, this guy has powerful magic.
Mm-hmm.
He's a complete psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
And he throws nasty spinning discs that can cut your throat like that.
Got it.
So I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
Because
no.
you fucked up and I'm dead.
Eyes on him. Yeah, I know. Keep eyes on him. Stay loud.
All right.
Okay.
If I scream like a banshee,
What does that sound like?
or like,
Beautiful. I'll understand. Okay, that means duck because discs are coming at your neck.
Protect your neck.
Thank you.
it's like, I think I saw a tire over there. Maybe we
Razor
could tie
blade
that
killer
around your
ain't
neck.
nothing to fuck with. Or no, oh goodness.
You fucked up.
Razor blade-
You're out of the Wu-Tang
Razor
clan.
blade killer bees on a swarm, I think would be the next. Yeah. There it is.
Okay. So you're blissfully unawares. You're probably going to follow him because that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Let's just do some recon.
Oh,
So I can't sense that he's following me?
we're
No.
following your followers.
He's not following you yet.
Oh, okay.
So this
I
is
thought
fun.
it was. Okay.
I'm walking around the block.
So he
leading-
called the smart car. It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen. He calls the smart car, waves, and then he like pats his pockets, and then he like shrugs and puts his hands out like, "Sorry, smart car," and it closes
shit,
and
my-
like
Okay.
takes off.
Oh goodness.
And then he like fumbles around in his pockets. He's like,
Ridiculous.
and then he pulls out his phone and he's like, "Oh!" Shrugs shoulders and then holds it up and he's like, gonna talk on the phone.
Oh, okay.
The screen is dark.
You're just talking to Sam Dean,
Yep.
and you go around the corner.
Yeah, is he still following me? He still followed me. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Do you have any skills relevant to tracking? You have detect lie, which I think could apply in this
Yeah.
scenario.
I have detect lie, detect magic.
Ooh, magic.
Um,
There be no magic here, says Sam Dean.
Also, Sam Dean, stop talking like Thor.
I'm just saying, I don't emit magical
I don't see
energies
anything
unless
tracking
I
related.
use
I got
a
you. I
magical
got you,
spell,
boo.
and I don't have a
I
corporeal.
got you. I know. You know.
We've talked about.
We've talked about this. We've talked. I understand. I'm gonna
Goodness.
stop.
What kind
I'm
of
not
killer can't
magical.
track?
I'm a spirit.
Sorry.
so what kind of killer can't track? I don't see any tracking skills.
I think it's because you don't need it.
Oh, okay.
It's
How would I know if I needed it?
I'm a really bad detective too, so.
It's your detect lie. You can see the way crowds travel,
Gotcha.
and you're like, you just have a knack for this kind of shit.
Gotcha.
So roll And you also have a power, I believe, that can help. Can you rattle off your spells and powers there?
Yeah. Spells confuse, create sounds. I can't even.
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah, that one.
And then
Haggling.
entropic
persuade.
Control.
Yeah, underworld.
Maybe streetwise.
Streetwise.
Might make sense.
What's under entropic control? Fade.
Fade, terrorize, and drain.
So, this is usually where you either thaumaturge, which is make something weird happen.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Black
that's
cat
what-
crosses path, whatever. Or create a sound, so he turns his head, maybe he opens up, you fling your little disc.
Thought about that.
Spooky.
The other one, terrorize.
Yeah.
He freezes or dives behind a dumpster or whatever.
I see a bug.
You shimmy up the side of the building. All of a sudden, you're on top of his ass. He thinks he lost you. Boom, you're creeping from the rafters. That's another option. Or you can do like Jok'Tot and just be like, hey, what's up? Why are you following me?
I'm not gonna do that. So you said I can make him freeze and like because he's scared.
I mean, you have those abilities.
So could I technically make him freeze, sneak up on him, and stab him?
What?
Yeah, that's
What?
the idea.
Sorry, you're dying.
You know somebody will pay you for a trophy from this guy. So, no time like when
Oh.
he's going down
Oh.
an alleyway.
Oh, okay.
No,
well,
I mean for a trophy from his dead corpse.
Yeah.
So, like yeah,
his head or-
he's halfway down the alley into the shadows.
Since I'm leading him on, can I already have just
What if you do
unclipped
hands
and be pretty much hands-on?
Jeez, I don't know. Is that metagaming? Anthony, you're the judge.
It does sound like metagaming, admittedly.
Well,
I am leading him on. I am leading him on.
he knows he's being followed by like
the razor
an
blade
insane
killer. I might as
razor
well.
blade killer guy that mutilates
Yeah.
people. So I would be cautious. I mean, it's a little bit.
A little bit.
Karin, is Hlina doing anything when she realizes that like the razor blade killer is following her sort of friend?
I don't think so. I mean, well, here's the thing.
I'm gonna bleed.
You kind of know some sensitive stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna kill you.
It's only beneficial.
Here's the thing: he'll never know whether you sit back and chill. He doesn't even have to know you were here. Oh.
I'm not on this guy's side though.
Okay, so Talon, you float down like I don't know, like the god Mercury with like little wings in the back of your feet, like
Hermes?
fingers splayed out like 80s kind of short pants at the prom situation, ruffles, and you come down and your hair like kind of floats like feathered John Travolta hair, and you snap your fingers. And then there's Karin right there, and she's just sitting there while this murderer is tracking Jok'Tot. So, Steve, what is Talon gonna do?
I'm gonna have to check this Mysterio dude out.
Nice.
Mysterio.
What do you say?
That's right. It's Mysteria.
Not Mysterio.
Yeah.
As in Ray.
Yeah, I know you're wearing a Spider-Man shirt, but get it right.
Mysterion.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Mysterion.
Mysterion.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, I'm still
Dalek.
keeping an
What
eye
was
on
that,
things.
Steve?
I'm just not doing anything yet. That's
Okay, Talon, are you gonna rush into the fray and protect Jok'Tot?
Let's do a stealth mind probe of the dude first.
Okay. Now you want to try to be within sight line of him, and he's going into the alley.
I'll follow him then.
Cool. So you pop around like a street light. You go through this street. There's cars buzzing by and everything, and you just kind of tilt, like, and it's almost like the Matrix and Inception had a baby. Like the whole visual situation around you, like shifts.
Whoa! You can't
Like in a
just
diagonal.
pretend the best movie's ever been made, and
They
goodness.
it just locks into this weird diagonal shift in reality, like Fist of the North Star cut through everything and tilted it just 5 degrees. And then it snaps back into place, and you're right behind him. Jok'Tot, your plan is deviated a little bit because he's following.
Yes.
So he's like 25 feet behind you.
Okay.
and he's probably got murder on his mind.
And so do I. Well, I have kneecapping on my mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, chaotic good guys. Come on. I don't just straight up murder too often, or that quickly. So here's the deal: 25 feet, and so from what you described, the room, the area, the space, not the room, the area seems to be clearing. Can I get sight on him, or is that just way too dangerous with the amount of people around?
There's no one around.
He is
It's just you
so
and him.
bang,
You're halfway
bang,
down the alley.
bang.
He's at the end of the alley.
Hold on.
There
Tell me
might
to-
be kids
tell-
across the street at the park.
Tell me
You
to
don't
roll
know.
for it. I don't care.
Roll.
He's gonna
Do you
shoot
have
me?
quick draw as a skill?
I do.
Ah.
Fuck yeah, dude. So here's the deal. You're going to have to sell this, right? It's going to be
Yeah.
like quarterback to the running back. What's that called? Play action pass. You pretend to hand it off. You keep it. You spin.
How do you want
Pistol out. How are you
Wait, can
going
I
to
do anything
trick
right now?
this guy?
No. Oh no. So, pardon me, but
How are you going to possibly trick this
Okay.
guy?
All right. No, it's
Into
a
wonder
Sorry,
why
no,
it's
what I
it's
wanna do.
a it's a it's a good quick move, fast.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Both of you roll initiative.
This is it in slow motion, if I may, though. But it's seriously just the fluid. One quick draw, long coat flies out behind me. It's raining. There's the
Doves
water
fly.
spirals. Doves. Yes,
It's
John
not
Woo.
raining.
John Woo.
I'll give you a little bit of water.
Everything goes
still
John
on
Woo, and I spin and I'm bang.
Love it. All right, so it's very slightly wet, so your boot comes down and just and like a little pat of water just puffs out, planet Earth style, little droplets.
Did we say doves because I want bats?
Well, that would require a thaumaturgy roll.
But yeah, well, it's along with these, so I'm like, blam, bats, bang, though. 'Cause I want to emphasize,
Dual-wield
I need the
situation.
bang. I need the bang.
Guys, he's trying to do everything.
I know. That's all I want
So
is the
here's
bang.
the deal: thaumaturgy first, roll.
Oh,
But we still haven't even done initiative.
I
yet.
know.
Do initiative.
But
8. Brock, roll a d10.
Okay. 4. Jesus Christ.
No. See if you have any bonuses here.
For what?
Initiative.
Oh, it's your wind.
Yeah.
Plus 4.
Oh, okay.
If you have combat sense, add that to anything. I don't think you do.
So your wind
Thought I
is
saw
your wind is
You have
10.
detect lie and detect magic,
Oh, okay.
not combat sense. So you're gonna go low on the.
So,
what is that altogether?
10 plus 4, 14.
14. Drew, what'd you roll?
okay. Well,
Didn't you roll an 8?
Well, I rolled an 8, but that
Oh,
was
okay.
that was-
This is
So
initiative.
that was 6. So I just rolled now, plus wind.
Yeah.
So that's 12 altogether.
Don't you get plus 3 on combat awareness?
Oh yes, so that's 15 altogether.
15. 17. So
Yeah.
you're 17. Anthony, your character has 11 wind.
Okay.
I need to give you these stats here.
Now I need a pen. So I have a 17 initiative.
When one of you gets a job, another one of you likes to kind of hang around and just watch the other one do their work.
That's funny.
It's kind of like if a bartender hangs out after his shift to see if his fellow bartender has a good drink or a tale. You know, play some pool. Anyway, you're across the street in the park, and you're just your regular old flamboyant self. Long, tall, Lunari, white everything, long slacks, long sleeves, a white blazer with like silver buttons, and long blonde hair, almost white, and a fucking Vampire Hunter D style like white top hat. It's just way tall. It's ridiculous. And you have a cane that's all white with like a silver tip and a silver handle. What do you call it?
handle.
Shiny, silvery looking handle.
Silver handkerchief in my.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. Ooh. And you have like a long white coat. It's height of fashion, designer everything. And like patent leather white shoes.
who's
like,
that James
like
Bond
colonial.
character? Well, he's not just James
Oddjob.
Bond. Not Oddjob, the tall one, and he's not just James Bond. He's throughout.
I thought it was Ricardo Montalban.
Yes, Ricardo Montalban.
I was thinking Mads Mikkelsen's Hannibal.
Love it.
Okay.
I love that fucking.
Okay.
That's perfect. I don't want to, but I think we need to call it for this hour.
Oh.
For the listener. We'll see you next week. Guys, how do people reach you?
You can find me at facebook.com/Drubuk. That's spelled DRUBUK.
Awesome.
Find me at facebook.com/funnymanbrock.
Nice.
Yeah.
You
Karin.
can find me, Karin Zoe Lee, at facebook.com/KZL Comedy.
And you can find me on Twitter as Dr. Mod.
That's
Doctor
Anthony
with a K.
Blair Borders over there.
No. My Facebook is private.
Okay. No Instagram?
I got Instagram, I think, Ant Borders.
Nice.
So
You do like graphic design. He's got a pretty eye for things.
I don't post a lot though.
It's real nice though.
Post a lot of weird selfies, but that's about it.
Yeah, they're pretty weird. You can
The
find
weirdest.
Anthony on my other podcast. A couple of episodes, really good. We get deep. We should do it again soon.
Yeah.
Really good, Anthony. Everything is awesome with Jeff and Casey. Steve, how do people find you?
I am also on Facebook. Stephen Matthews with a V and one T.
All right. You can find us on Twitter at SWRPGPod.
Swear pig.
Please join our Facebook group and stay connected. True Heroes of Shattered Worlds RPG. Go like the Facebook page for the thing and the iTunes and the reviews and the send us money. I'm dying over here. I'm literally dying. I'm dead.
We're all dying.
Yeah.
And
That was
and email us. We have a new email. It's at shatteredworldsrpg@gmail.com. I think that's it, guys. I had fun. Did you guys have fun?
I had a blast.
always.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Next time, we're going to learn a little bit more about the white spider.
Spider.
And his low-profile costume.
Keep it rolling. Did I just say I love that fucking?
Yes, you did.
I do love that fucking.
I love it. I can't get enough.
It's pretty good.
Give me that sweet pooty time. I'm so
all right.
sorry. Yoda just said something dirty. Okay.